Hi everyone, welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. My name is Rain. In this series, Animal Farm, we draw all sorts of animals. So let's draw. Today I'm going to show you how to draw this cute little octopus. So let's begin. This is what you'll need for today's drawing. You're going to need a piece of paper or a drawing pad. I have a dollar store drawing pad here. It's 8.5 inches by 11 inches wide. You're going to need a pencil, an eraser, and if you have one of these lying around, an old paintbrush, I got this at the dollar store, that you didn't use for paint, it comes in handy to wipe off eraser bits and dust from your page. And we're going to need some color. Our octopus today is going to be pink. And I'm also going to use, this color says it's called mulberry, but it's kind of like a pinkish purple, or maybe a dark pink. We're going to use yellow. And we're going to use black. I might not use my black pencil because I have a really nice fine tip black marker here. So I usually use that. So let's clear our space off so that we can begin. All right. So let's draw our octopus. We're going to start with the head. And it's a she today. So she's got a big head. And it's kind of like, watch how I draw it. It's kind of like a balloon almost. And I'm not going to finish the circle. Now I'm going to draw, she's got 8 tentacles, I think they're called, right? So let's draw 4 of them. Let's draw one that comes out like this, and they're thin. They're not very thick. All right, and we're going to do one on the other side, the same thing, but on the other side. Okay, and one coming down here. And then one coming down on the other side here. And as you can see, there's only 4 right now, but these are the ones that are on the front of her body. We're going to draw the ones on the back of her body now too. So watch this. There's one that comes out from here in the back. Same thing on this side, in the back. And then one down here. And one over here. So now she's got her 8 legs. Now watch what I'm doing here. On each of her tentacles, I'm going from the, why don't I start, let's see, from this one, because you might be able to see it better. You see the tip here? Watch what I'm doing. I'm drawing a line, just like this. That shows the underneath part of her tentacle. And we're going to do that for each of the 8. We're going to start at the tip and just draw a line like that. We don't have to go all the way up, but just a little bit to show that there's a second part to her tentacles. Almost like drawing a bit of a moon shape there. Now let's do this on the other side too. We're trying to show the illusion of the bottom of her tentacles, like that. Okay, last one here. There we go. Now why don't we give her some eyes? She's got really big eyes, big eyes, big oval eyes, egg shape. And another one here. Now for her pupils, we're going to draw little ovals inside like this. Well, they're not that little. I like her with big eyes, so there we go. And we'll give her a smile. Okay, we'll put in some detail later. We'll give her some eyelashes and eyebrows and cheeks and things, but we'll do that later. So now let's start with some color. The first color that I want you to use is your yellow color. Remember those lines that we put in to show the underneath of her tentacles? I want you to color that in yellow. If you're using a coloring pencil or a crayon, I want you to remember to turn your pencil once in a while so that you don't wear it down all on one side. All right? If you want, you can go and color it in a second time. That's called putting on a second layer. My yellow is very vibrant, so I don't even know if I need a second layer of yellow. And like I said, when I call these things layers, I want you to understand, right now I'm putting on a first layer. All that means is that I'm coloring it in once. Now I'm going to apply a second layer, meaning I'm coloring it in a second time. That's all it means. It just makes the color a little more vibrant. All right, filling it in a second time, putting on a second layer. But you know, if you want to be official, you can say you're applying a second layer. Now don't forget to turn your pencil so that you don't wear it all down on one side, because when you wear it down, it breaks easier and you have to sharpen again, and your supplies don't last as long. I'm turning my pencil once in a while. Okay, now let's do this side. I'm putting in a second layer right away. It's such a nice day today. I'm able to do my video without having to put my bright lights on. I have all of my windows open. I can hear the birds and I can hear the crickets. And I can hear my neighbor lawn mowing. Not quite the sound I was hoping for, but that's okay. But it's nice to be able to open up the windows and get the fresh air inside and be able to have natural light when I'm drawing and coloring. Don't forget to turn your pencil. All right. So I've got the bottom of her tentacles done. I'm going to take my pink color and I'm going to color in the entire octopus except for her eyes. Everything is going to be pink. So let's begin with our first layer. I color in circles like this. I don't like to use straight lines, but that's just me. You can do whatever you want. Just don't forget to turn your pencil, and you don't have to press down very hard at all, because as you saw with the yellow, we're going to put on at least one more layer of pink, And that's going to make it nice and vibrant, a really nice pink color. I was just about to tell you, let's be careful to not get any pink into the eyes, and I got a little bit on the side. But you know what? That's okay. We're doing this for fun and to learn how to draw and to have fun coloring in. It's time to relax with art today. I'm just going to be careful now and pay attention to what I'm doing so I don't get any pink into the eyes. And you know, you could make your octopus any color you want. It doesn't have to be pink. It could be blue, could be green or yellow or purple. Don't forget to turn your pencil. We're using a lot of pink here, so you may have to stop and go and sharpen your pencil again. Let's see if we have to or not. She's looking pretty happy so far. I'm going to be careful not to get any pink into my yellow though. All right. How are you guys doing? What colors did you choose for your octopus today? I don't think real octopuses are pink though. When I used to have a television, I don't have a television anymore. I haven't had a TV for, oh my gosh, I think 12 years now. I used to watch nature shows. I think it was, the channel was called Discovery Channel. They probably still have it. And I watched a show about deep sea creatures. And one of the creatures they showed was an octopus. And it's amazing to watch them swim. I don't know if you've ever seen, I don't think you've ever seen an octopus in real life because they're in the sea. But have you ever seen one on TV or in a movie or something? It's really cool to watch them. Oops, I went outside the line there. It's really cool to watch them swim because they have their tentacles and then they push them in and they push themselves out, and then it's really, really neat. And they're not very big. At least the ones that I saw on that show weren't very big. They were maybe the size of a big dog or a small goat or something like that. Not really very big. You know, when I was a kid, there were stories about giant octopus in the water, and you know, we always, when we're kids, we make up these stories and try to scare each other. Whenever I would go swimming in the lake or in the ocean, I always heard stories of giant octopuses. Is that how you say it, or is it octopi? There's some kind of grammar in there that I don't know, but giant octopuses. Okay, I've put on my first layer of pink. I'm going to go ahead and put on a second layer, and I think I'm okay with my pencil because I've been turning it, so I don't have to sharpen it again. I hope you've been remembering to turn your pencil as I prattle on about octopuses. And do you see what I mean about layers? This is one layer, this is two layers. The pink is a lot more vibrant when you put on a second layer. Now I just have to be careful here. I can't always do two things at the same time. I don't want to get any pink into the eyes. I was just about to say I have my windows open and there's a pickup truck driving down my road, and I was going to say to you, you might hear my dogs barking. Especially my Rottweiler, her name is Raven. She's a good guard dog. She heard the car, that's the truck, that's for sure, but she just turned her head and turned her ears up, so you didn't get to hear her barking today. I'm being careful here too, not to get the pink into that yellow or outside of the lines that I drew. Don't forget to turn your pencil. You know what, my friends? I have to sharpen. I'm running low, so I'm just going to sharpen. You can continue, or you can take a break and sharpen too. All right, I've got a nice pointy tip again. So now I'm going to very lightly continue applying my second layer of pink. And I'm turning my pencil once in a while. So are you applying a second layer? Did you decide that you wanted to apply a second layer? Or are you happy with just the first layer? And you know, you can apply a third layer if you want an even deeper pink. All right, are you remembering to turn your pencil? This is a fun little drawing today. I love drawing animals. All animals. I think this is looking really nice. I love the pink. The two layers of pink, really, really nice and vibrant. I was talking about those stories of giant sea monsters, and there's another one, and I think it's actually what a giant, now I might be wrong, but a giant octopus is called a kraken. I don't know if that's true or not, but there's some giant octopus-looking creature in the sea, and the name of the creature is kraken. I actually painted that one time. Here's a picture of that painting. It's a kraken. This was watercolors that I used for that one. That was a lot of fun to do. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm looking at my drawing, and there's some areas that I think maybe could use a little bit more pink. So I'm just kind of quickly going over some areas for a third layer. I'm not doing anything picky, just a little bit here and there. I'm looking at it, you know, maybe here we can add a little more pink. Maybe here too, just to make it a little more even. Okay. Oh, that's nice. I think that's looking good. So the next color I'm going to use is, wait, let me just brush off my page here. The next color I've got is this kind of purpley pink or dark pink. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a few little circles. Just a few little circles on her head. Okay, and a few more on this side. Just a few. I don't want too many. I'll put 3. I'll put 4 there. That's all I'm going to do, just to give her a little bit of a pattern on her head. And she's got those tentacles. So with that same dark pink or purpley pink, you could use purple if you don't have a dark pink, or you could use blue, whatever you like. I'm going to draw little circles on the yellow. You see that? I'm going to do that on each one of her little legs here. Just like that, all over the yellow. And I'm not really counting, I'm just kind of putting them in where they fit. It looks like there's 4 or 5 on each tentacle. This one's smaller though, so I'm only going to put 3 here. This one's smaller too. Okay, those are her little tentacles. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black fine tip marker, and if you don't have a marker, you could use a black coloring pencil, and I'm going to outline her eyes. I'm also going to outline the pupil in there, and I'm coloring that in black. Okay, I'm going to color that in black. If you're using a marker, just pay attention to what you're doing, because as we know, we can't erase a marker. Whenever you're using marker, it's always a good idea to pay attention to the detail of what you're doing. That way you won't get disappointed if you make a mistake. And it's not a mistake, I mean, you know what I mean. If you want something to look a certain way and you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you might go outside the lines, or you might put something in that you didn't want to, and you know what I mean. I want you to be happy with your work. And when I say work, I don't mean like going to work. I mean your artwork. Because this is a lot of fun to do. Very relaxing. I love creating art. And I'm having a lot of fun with the kids' art too. It's helping me to relax a lot. Okay, we've got her eyes done. Let's give her some eyelashes, because she's a cute little octopus. Okay, maybe some eyebrows up here, and a little bit of eyelashes on the bottom too. Now let's give her that smile. Really outline that smile. And we're going to give her some cheeks. The way you give the image, the illusion of cheeks, is you do a little semicircle on the top of each side of the smile. Okay? She's pretty happy there. I think that's it. I think I'm done with my octopus. I'm pretty happy about this. Now remember, let me just get some of this dust off. Always sign your work. I want you to sign your work, take ownership of it, and be very proud of the work of art you just created. Well, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, my friends, and remember to Mom and Dad, if you post your kids' art on Instagram, don't forget to tag me. I'd love to see it. The link is in the description below. So we'll see you next time on Animal Farm, my friends. Thanks for watching. Bye.